So India have wrapped up the first test against South Africa at Visakhapatnam. They've managed to take a 1-0 series lead courtesy a 203-run win, which was expected after they set the visitors an unlikely 395 to get in the fourth innings. And while there was some resilience from the lower order in Dane Peet and Senuran Muthuswamy, once South Africa had lost 6 wickets for 59 this morning, there was no turning back from there. The inevitable was slightly delayed, but India have triumphed courtesy Mohammad Shami's 5-wicket haul. We'll be talking about Shami, Ashwin and the road ahead for South Africa on ESPN Cricinfo Matchday with Ajit Agarkar. Right, let's start with Mohammad Shami then. And as much as we've spoken of spinners, Ajit, in this test match, and Mohammad Shami tends to show up only in the second innings for some apparent reason. Let's just have a look at the numbers and then you can get in deeper on it. Shami doing most of the damage on day 5. Mohammad Shami in the first and second innings. I don't know how you can explain this, Ajit, but an average of 22 as against 34.47 in the first, a much improved strike rate, and 4 5-wicket hauls in the second innings.
That's a huge difference. Also in India, a lot of times, because the wear and tear, you saw today as well, the ball kept low. His sort of bowling where he can attack the stumps a lot, beats batsmen through the air and off the pitch. Because his length's so good, and for these conditions, subcontinental conditions, it's not easy for batsmen to either get forward or back. And when there is a little bit of reverse swing on offer, and he's not slow by any stretch. He's brisk, so gives batsmen very little time on these pitches.
I saw a tweet of yours saying he's got the special ability of bowling wicket-taking balls. Now, just talk about the Faf du Plessis one. It might look even better given the batsman's left it, a batsman of du Plessis' quality. But what's Shami got doing there? Maybe take me through just that ball. Why does he get these sort of wickets?
I mean, obviously it has deviated, and there must be a little bit of tail or reverse on offer. It's just the length. I think because we've seen his seams pretty straight, so if there is anything on offer, he's always going to get it because he keeps hitting the seam quite consistently. What he doesn't let the batsman do is, like I said, because he's quick through the air as well, when he does change his length, a lot of the times batsmen are a bit late on it, and because of his pace, it is a little bit late to adjust. Okay, du Plessis might have, looking back at it, he might think he could have covered his thumbs a bit better. If it hits his pad, when it comes in, you could still take it. It's not one of those pitches where it's going to go over the stumps for sure. So perhaps a little bit of misjudgment, but it is because of the kind of bowling that Shami offers. And through his career, even early part of his career, when there was a lot of criticism of perhaps he bowls a few too many loose balls, he's always had that wicket-taking ability, and wicket-taking ability of good players, top-order players, good players around the world. He created enough chances to get them out, which is a very rare ability for bowlers to have. And to do it in these conditions over a period of time tells you he has been a special bowler for him.
Yeah, well, Virat Kohli's got the luxury of a number of bowlers that have genuine wicket-taking ability. Shami is one, Ashwin is the other, and this was a quietly significant game for Ashwin, who, like we've said before on our show, had lost his place as the number 1 spinner in the series in the West Indies. He's now got 8 wickets in this test match, 7 in the first, with that 1 solitary wicket in the second innings. Also is his 350th in test match cricket. It levels him on a record as the joint fastest to 350 test wickets, along with Muttiah Muralitharan in 66 matches. So the juggernaut that Ashwin is, especially at home, continues. And like I said, big one for him, given he had been, Jadeja had been preferred over him in the West.
Yeah, I mean, Jadeja's numbers are the same at home. I mean, so you can't say that Ashwin's numbers are great at home. We've spoken about it plenty of times through this test. I was a little bit surprised that at least to start the series in West Indies, that Jadeja was preferred over him in Test cricket, which is a bit surprising. And he showed again quality. I know Ravindra Jadeja's got the wickets as well, but you could see when Ashwin bowled and when he bowled well, the difference. It wasn't. Once the ball got softer, it obviously became a lot harder to get batsmen out because of the slowness of the pitch, and it didn't turn massively like we expected on the 4th and 5th day. So the bowlers had to work a lot harder, but must be very satisfying for Ashwin just to come back in the team and then get wickets and set India up to go on and win that game. You can't keep quality out for too long. I mean, every time he's played for India, he's performed, especially in India. So I'm glad that he's done it again.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about how many boxes India have ticked in this test match, you could just watch any of our shows over the last few days. Rohit Sharma working for them, most of the batsmen getting runs, Ashwin among the wickets, Shami among the wickets, Jadeja contributing in all 3 departments. But if we talk about South Africa and the task ahead for them, now 1-0 down in the series, it's always tough for most teams when they come here. But they had their moments. They had their moments of fight, South Africa.
Yeah, it was. I mean, and that's why it went on to till the 5th day.
Yeah.
I think after the second day, it always felt like it's a typical sort of Indian or test match in India where India is going to dominate, or when they were 3 down after the second day, but showed real fight. And even on the 5th morning, but for that spell from Shami,
Yes.
if they'd gotten through that, you saw even it was difficult to get the tail out as well. Once the ball got a bit softer, it was much harder work. So South Africa will take a little bit of confidence from that first innings, but would be disappointed with how the game ended this morning. And it's always going to be harder work now. Again, depending on conditions, we said throughout this test they should try and pick their best 5 bowlers or best 4 bowlers. And we saw Shami getting wickets, so seamers can get wickets in India, particularly with the SG ball when it starts to reverse. And it didn't reverse a lot in this test match. Pune, there might be a little bit more sort of pace in that pitch. So they'll obviously have to look at the conditions, but you try and play to your strengths, and I think South Africa's strength is their fast bowling. So even in these conditions, they can still create enough opportunities which the spinners lack.
All right, we'll see if they get it right in the next test. Ajit Agarkar, thank you very much. Always a pleasure getting Ajit's thoughts in what's been an impressive test match for India. They've flexed some serious muscle with the bat. They've been better than South Africa with the ball, and they deservingly take a 1-0 lead in this 3-match series.